Oddly enough, there are many quote-unquote endgame keyboards in this hobby. The Unikorn and Kohaku by Singa are some of the most sought after keyboards, and deservingly so. The finish on them are amazing, the looks, the typing feel, and they produce endgame sound. The problem is they're just very hard to get, or you have to go to the aftermarket and sell a kidney to get one. There is, however, another, and it's in stock at the time of this video, and it's dope as hell. Let's take a look at the Forever65. Hit the B-roll. Yeah, so if you appreciate the hard work I'm putting in these videos, do your boy a solid and hit the subscribe and like button. It makes a big difference. So Drift Mechanics has been in the game for quite a while and has some clout with the Austin and the Forever65 round 1. So this isn't a new studio, and from my time with the Forever65, it seems like they know what they're doing. One thing that will make a lot of people abandon the website is the price. So let's get that out of the way. $600. Yeah, that's right. You'll need to come with a fat wallet for this one. It's definitely a lot of money for a keyboard, but this is an in-stock buy, meaning it will ship to you when you buy it with no waiting involved. Drift Mechanics put up all the money up front to produce these, so you don't have to wait months or even years to get your fingers on it, which always adds to the cost. You can also save $50 by jumping on the B stock units while they still have them in stock. Yeah, so with the price out of the way, let's take a look at what comes in the kit. It's pretty simple actually. You get a carrying case, you get the keyboard, you get some standard stick-on poron gaskets, a daughter board. You can get a palm or a carbon fiber plate in either a 6.25 or 7U bottom row. A 1.6mm solder-only PCB is what's offered, which is another thing that may shy away people from this board. Would have been nice to see a hot swap option for sure. Now this is a non-flex cut PCB with plenty of layout options, which is always nice to see. As far as the case design, it's very pretty to my eyes. The bezel proportions are tasteful, and the front cherry lip drops just enough to make it very comfortable to type on. The top right blocker has a small brass piece underneath the cutout that says Forever in Chinese. This blocker is a nice differentiator, and it looks really clean. I think split backspace is the way if you feel you'll miss that extra navigation key on the right, plus it looks really dope and super aesthetic. Now the internal brass weight not only has the Drift Mechanics logo, which shows through the bottom case, but also peeks through the back of the board and wraps around the sides and cuts off at an angle, which lines up with these beautiful stepped cutouts on the bottom case. It really gives the board an aggressive stance when viewed from the side, and I dig it. Overall, the design, finish, and quality of the anodization are all top shelf. And this purple, stunning. Now building the Forever65 is easy. Just apply the poron gaskets to the top and the bottom case, solder in your favorite switch, and you're good to go. The only thing that's a little tough is making sure the JST cable from the daughter board is set in the JST channel. This lies underneath the brass weight, so if it's not in the channel, it will cause the brass weight not to sit flush. I use a small bit of tape to tape down the JST cable into the channel to make sure that it doesn't get in the way of the brass weight. Now as far as typing feel, I'd say it's really nice. It's not something I'd call soft, and it's not stiff with the palm plate. It reminds me a lot of the Kohaku in that regard. The carbon fiber plate gives you a much stiffer typing experience if that's what you're after. I'd say the poron gaskets are a touch too compressed, but it's really not a deal breaker at all. The typing angle is 7.5 degrees with the 18mm front height, which makes it an absolute pleasure to type on. Now fully built, the board comes in just under 4 pounds. So the sound coming out of this board is a chef's kiss. It's slightly deeper, but just as satisfying as my Kohaku. The first build I did is with the palm plate, and I used my clag bits, which are a long pole full palm switch. I also built it with a carbon fiber plate with Oil Kings, which also sounded a bit deeper considering it's a carbon fiber plate. All of the mods sounded full, with the left shift sounding just a touch weaker than the rest. The spacebar is full and punchy and right up my alley. Overall, I'd say the Forever65 leans slightly on the deeper side. It's really S-tier sound, check it out. So yeah, this board is expensive, but I think for all the people that took L's for the Kohaku, the Jane, Unikorn, or any other sought after keyboard, this is definitely an option to look at. I happen to have a Unikorn, a Kohaku, and the Forever65, and they all offer something a little different. All definitely fall into that quote unquote endgame category, at least for me. The main difference is you can buy the Forever65 right now.